They taught you that to make money you have to work, that every peso that comes in requires an hour that goes out, that money and time always go together. That is a lie. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 6 of those systems, ordered from lowest to highest investment, so you know exactly where to start. The most profitable business on this list is also the most boring in the world. So boring that you've probably seen it hundreds of times, and it never occurred to you that you could own one. I left it for last. Not because it's the hardest, but because when you see it, you're going to understand everything else in a different way. Imagine charging someone to sleep in a place that isn't yours, without having bought it, without asking the bank for a single dollar, without your name appearing on any deed. And that person leaves you 5 stars at the end. Sounds weird. Sounds almost illegal. It's not. That's why this is business number 1. It's called rental arbitrage. And once you understand it, you will never look at an apartment the same way again. Here's how it works. You're going to look for a well-located apartment. Tourist area, city center, near an airport, a neighborhood people want to visit. You rent it like anyone else would. You sign a normal contract with the owner, you pay your monthly rent. But before you sign, you have a conversation with that owner. You ask for written permission to sublease it on short-term rental platforms. Many property owners say yes, especially if you offer them a little more monthly rent in return. Now that apartment that you rent for $800 a month, you list it on Airbnb. You furnish it well, you take good photos, and you start charging per night. An average night in that well-located apartment can be worth between $60 and $120. If you book it for 20 nights a month, you're generating between $1,200 and $2,400. Your monthly rent is $800. The difference is yours. That is rental arbitrage. You don't own anything, but you're earning as if you did. The investment to get started is between $5,000 and $15,000. Deposit, first month of rent, furnishing the place. You don't need more than that. But here comes the part that turns this into a real business, and not just extra income. When you have one apartment running, the next step is not to relax. It's to replicate it. Because the system you built for the first one, the automated messages, the software that adjusts your prices based on demand, the cleaning team that comes in and out on its own, the smart lock that handles check-in without you being present, that system works the same for the second apartment, and for the third, and for the 10th. There are operators today managing 15, 20, even 30 units like this, without owning any of them, without a bank having lent them anything. What started with one rented apartment and a $10,000 investment turned into a business generating $20,000, $30,000 per month. Without checking every reservation, without being present, the system does it on its own. And what makes this work without you being present is the system you build around it. The dynamic pricing software adjusts your rates on its own based on market demand. The guest messages are automated from booking to checkout. The smart lock handles check-in without anyone opening a door. The cleaning team comes in and out with their own protocol. You don't coordinate anything. The apartment runs on its own. You just review the numbers. Now all of that sounds good, but maybe you're thinking, I don't have $10,000 to get started. No problem. The next business starts with 0, literally. There are people making money right now from a t-shirt they designed 2 years ago. They don't remember it. They don't know who bought it. They don't even know it's sold until they see the notification on their phone. That's not luck. That's having an asset working on its own. Second business. No warehouse, no inventory, no packing anything on a Saturday night, no talking to a single customer. What exists is called print on demand, and the mechanics are simpler than they seem. You create a design, a phrase, an illustration, a visual concept that speaks to a specific group of people. You upload it to a platform like Printful, Printify, or Merch by Amazon. That platform turns it into a product. T-shirts, mugs, hoodies, cases, whatever. When someone places an order, they print it, they pack it, they ship it. You don't see the product, you don't touch it, you just see the money come in. The investment to get started can be 0. If you already know how to design, you don't need anything other than time. If you don't, a few $100s to hire someone to do it. And the profit margin is between 70% and 90% because there's no inventory to finance. Now, there's a mistake that destroys this business before it even starts, and it's trying to sell to everyone. A t-shirt for moms doesn't speak to anyone. A t-shirt for moms who work out at 5 in the morning before the rest of the house wakes up? That one does. A mug for doctors doesn't sell. A mug for ER doctors who have been on 3 shifts without sleeping and live on coffee, that one does. Specificity is what turns a design into money. Because when someone sees something that feels like it was made exactly for them, they buy it without thinking twice. And every design you upload stays there, available, selling, with no expiration date. A catalog of 50 well-thought-out designs can generate income every month without you ever touching it again. The print-on-demand market surpassed $13 billion last year. It grows at 26% annually. And most of that money goes to people who one day uploaded their first design and didn't stop. What makes this passive is brutally simple. Once the design is uploaded, the platform does everything. It receives the order, prints, packs, and ships without you touching anything. There's nothing to restock. There's nothing to coordinate. The design is there, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, selling while you sleep, while you work, while you do anything else. You just created the asset. The asset does the rest. Selling designs on a t-shirt is one thing. But what happens if what you sell has zero production cost? No printing, no shipping, no materials. Absolutely nothing. Just your knowledge. Think about it. How many times have you explained the same thing? The same question? The same answer? The same conversation? A friend asks you how you do something. You explain it. 2 weeks later, another friend asks you exactly the same thing. At some point in that routine, something in you thinks, I wish I could just send a link, and that's it. And that thought is exactly the business. In fact, the third business. And this is the one that leaves the most money on the table without people realizing it. Because what you always explain, that thing that is already obvious to you, for someone else, it's worth money. Not a little, real money. A course, a guide, a template, an ebook. You create it once. And from that moment on, it sells on its own. No schedule, no stock, without you having to explain anything to anyone again, to any person, anywhere in the world, at 3 in the morning if they want. Now, there's something almost everyone assumes about this business, and it's completely wrong. Pay attention because this changes everything. You don't need to be the best in the world at what you do. You just need to know more than someone who is starting. That's it. The expert with 20 years of experience is not always the one who teaches best to someone who is just starting. Sometimes the one who teaches best is the one who learned 2 years ago and still remembers what it feels like to know nothing. And what if you feel like you have nothing to teach? 2 paths, and neither of them requires you to be an expert at anything. First, artificial intelligence. Today you can research a topic, structure a complete course, and create the content with the help of artificial intelligence in a fraction of the time it would have taken 5 years ago. You're not inventing anything. You're packaging information that already exists in a way that people can consume easily, and that has value. Second path, and this is the one fewer people know about, you don't even have to create the product yourself. There are platforms where you can sell courses from other creators and earn a commission for each sale. You handle the marketing. They provide the knowledge. Both win. The investment to get started is between $0 and $5,000. The income, once the product is launched, can range from $1,000 to $7,000 per month, with 2 to 5 hours of work per week. But there's a mistake that destroys this business before it even starts, one that almost no one mentions, and it's trying to sell to everyone. A productivity course for anyone doesn't speak to anyone. A productivity course for freelance designers who manage 3 clients at the same time and feel like the day isn't enough, that one does. Do you understand the difference? Specificity is not a detail. It's what separates those who sell from those who wait. And what you just heard, that idea of creating something once and having it keep generating on its own, you're going to see it again in business number 5, but in a way you're still not expecting. The global online education market exceeds $300 billion annually. Not because people suddenly want to learn more, but because more and more people understand that the right knowledge at the right time is worth more than any degree. And the reason this becomes passive is the simplest of all. A digital file doesn't run out. It doesn't break. It doesn't need to be restocked. You upload it once to a platform, and that platform receives the payment, delivers the product, and records the sale automatically, without anyone intervening. Someone on another continent can buy your course at 4 in the morning and receive it instantly, without you even waking up. Hey, pause for a second. Tell me down below what you do right now. And if you already have a business that works without you being on top of it all the time, share it. I'm dying of curiosity, and I'm sure the people watching this are too. Hey, before we continue, If this is feeling useful to you and you want to keep seeing content about how to make your money work for you instead of the other way around, the subscribe button is right there. It's not going to cost you anything, and you're not going to want to miss what's coming. So far, everything has been digital, everything from a screen, but there's a physical world out there generating money in silence, and most people walk past it every single day without realizing it. The fourth business is probably less than 100 meters from where you are right now, and it's vending machines. Wait, don't close the video yet. Yes, I know. This is the business that shows up in every video, in every article, in every list, and precisely because of that, a lot of people ignore it. They think that if everyone mentions it, it can't be that good anymore. Mistake. If everyone mentions it, it's because everyone who tried it saw results. And this is the fourth system that doesn't need you to be present to work. Vending machines. They've been generating money in silence for decades, and most people use them every day without asking even once who takes that money. How many times have you put coins into one of those machines and just kept walking without thinking twice? We've all done it. But there's someone who does think about it. The owner of that machine. The investment is between $1,500 and $6,000. You place it where there are people who need something quickly, a gym, an office, a hospital. And from that moment on, it works on its own. Between $300 and $600 per month per machine. 1 to 2 hours of your time per week, just to restock and collect. But here's what almost no one calculates when they start. 1 machine is extra income. 5 machines is a business. 10 is an operation. And the system you use to manage one works exactly the same for all the others. Do you know how many hours per week the operator who built a $300,000 a year business from this worked? 4. Not 4 per day, 4 per week. And what makes this work on its own is just as simple. The machine charges, dispenses, and records every transaction without anyone intervening. Today there are systems that report in real time what is running out and how much money is inside, all from your phone. You don't have to be there. The machine reports to you, and that idea of monitoring everything remotely without moving, you're going to see it taken to a completely different level in business number 6. Vending machines already convinced you that an object can work for you. Now imagine that instead of selling snacks, your machine sells something that everyone needs every single day. And there's a reason it has existed for decades and no one talks about it. There are businesses that make you fall in love from the very first moment. That sounds sexy, modern, exciting. This is not one of those. But there's something all those attractive businesses have in common. Most of them fail. And there's something boring businesses have in common. They've been working for decades without making noise. This is one of them. The fifth business. Laundromats. Yes, laundromats. That place you've walked past 1,000 times. That never has an owner inside. That works at any hour. That doesn't need anyone serving anyone. That place that looks like the most boring business in the world has been generating money in silence for decades. And do you know, when was the last time a laundromat closed due to lack of customers? Exactly, because clothes always get dirty. In an economic crisis, in a pandemic, at any moment, clothes always get dirty and someone always needs to wash them. That's called indestructible demand, and it's exactly what makes this business different from everything we've seen so far. The investment is serious, between $200,000 and $600,000 to buy or build one. It's not for everyone, and we're not going to pretend that it is, but the numbers on the other side justify that conversation. Between $5,000 and $30,000 per month, depending on the size and location. Pay attention to this because here is the part that surprises people the most, the time it requires from you as the owner, between 4 and 15 hours per week. There are owners who manage multiple laundromats from their phone, without being in any of them. How is that possible? Because modern laundromats don't run on coins and cash. They run on card payment systems, with remote monitoring apps that tell you in real time which machine is running, how much money came in today, and if there's any malfunction, with automatic alerts that notify you before the problem becomes costly. You don't have to be present to know what's happening. The business reports to you, and what makes this truly passive is something that goes beyond technology. It's the nature of the business itself. The customer arrives, puts in their clothes, pays, waits, and leaves, without anyone attending them, without anyone explaining anything, without anyone needing to be present. The machine does everything. You're just the owner. There's a fact about this business that says it all. The laundromat industry generates $5,000 million per year in the United States alone. And most of that money is in the hands of people who decided to bet on something boring. While everyone else was looking for the next exciting business, they simply let the machines work on their own. All right, we've reached the last one, and I'm going to be honest with you. When you hear it for the first time, you're going to think it's the most boring of all. You're right, it is. And even so, it's the most powerful on this list. Listen to why. We've reached the last one, and I'm going to fulfill the promise I made to you at the beginning. This is the most boring business on this list. So boring that you've probably seen it hundreds of times, and it never occurred to you that you could own one. Metal buildings, roll-up doors, padlocks, empty hallways, nothing glamorous, nothing exciting, absolutely nothing that draws attention. And yet, it's the business with the highest income ceiling on this entire list, and the one that requires the least time of all. How is it possible that something so boring is so powerful? That's exactly what we're going to see now. It's called self-storage, storage units. And the model is so simple that when you understand it, you can't believe you never considered it before. People have things, too many things, things that don't fit in their home, things they don't want to throw away but also don't know where to put. Things from a move, from a divorce, from a business that shut down, from an inheritance. And those things need a place. You give them that place. They pay you every month to have it. The investment is the highest on this list, $1.5 million or more for a new facility. Serious capital. But listen to what's on the other side before you close the video. First, the numbers. The income ceiling is the highest of everything we've seen today, and the time it requires from you as the owner is less than 2 hours per week with the right automation. Less than 2 hours per week. And how does it work without you being present? The customer finds an available unit online, makes the payment automatically, signs the contract digitally, accesses their unit with a code or an app. If they don't pay, the system applies the late fee automatically. If they still don't pay, the system notifies them and escalates the process. You don't call anyone. You don't chase anyone. The system does it. There's no inventory to manage because the customer brings their own things. No employees are needed for a small facility. Maintenance is minimal. There are metal walls and doors that open and close. There's not much that can go wrong. But here's the detail that turns this into a recurring income machine. Pay very close attention. The average storage unit customer keeps it for more than 14 months. 14 months of automatic payment. 14 months of recurring income from a single customer who signed once and keeps paying on their own. Do you understand what that means? You're not looking for new customers every month. The ones who come, stay. And while they stay, the money keeps coming in without you doing anything. The self-storage industry generates more than $40,000 million per year in the United States alone. And it has spent more than a decade being one of the best performing sectors in commercial real estate. Not because it's exciting, but because it works, always. And there it is, the lesson that connects the 7 businesses you saw today. None of them are glamorous. None promise to make you rich overnight. All of them require work at the beginning. But all of them have something that most sources of income don't have. A system that keeps working when you're not there. Right now, while you finish watching this, there's a storage unit charging rent. There's a laundromat with machines spinning on their own. There's a vending machine delivering a snack to someone on a night shift. There's a design on a t-shirt that someone just bought without its creator having woken up. There's a course being sold to someone on another continent at 4 in the morning. There's an apartment receiving guests with automatic check-in while its operator sleeps. 6 systems, 6 ways to make money, not depend on you being present. The question is not which one is the best. The question is which one you can start with what you have today, this week, before the research turns into another good intention that never started. And if you made it to the end of this video, you already know we don't waste time here. Every video we publish has information you can use, not theory, not empty motivation, real concrete things. If that's what you're looking for, subscribe. You already know where the button is. And tell me down below what you do right now. And if you already have a business that works without you being on top of it all the time, share it. Because that comment section can become the most interesting conversation of your day.